In this last Japan week, during our presentation or meeting with several Japanese masters of other Koryu arts, and along these very pleasant and interesting moments, some Japanese masters were quite interested in our jujutsu, our classical jujutsu, and how was our katami no hiko techniques, because it's widely known that katami no hiko from Budo, from modern Gendai Budo, it's quite different from the ancient jujutsu. And this jujutsu is not so well known, so we would kindly and respectfully dedicate this video to these masters, which also politely came to us asking how would our jujutsu or katami no hiko be. So first of all, we have to know that in the Chuden study, we don't have the body movements only. In the katami no hiko jujutsu, we can always have that Dentou, which a samurai would often carry as part of the daisho, as we know. So first of all, we can use it at any time, and so our thought changes from this point of view to all the danger that comes with this kind of practice. It's also important to note, it's a key note, that this is mainly an anthropological study and point of view. So we are all quite protected, and we are all aware of all the degree of danger which may happen, because anyone can draw his Dentou and anyone can use, without any kind of rule, any mechanism he wants to. So we see we wouldn't just approach and get close to him, just being care with his main weapons and his main mechanisms, which can be really seen. So first of all is the degree of violence in this kind of study is quite evident. So for example, if I want to pass along to his back, I would first get him to defend a very powerful attack. I can test. Once I'm here, he knows the dangers of eyes, so he can close. So I may get his ear, elbow. If I have this angle, so I have restricted his arm, I can all from a sudden just jump and have my knee over his hand. I can have elbow again. If I have this angle, I can try to take his throat out. MP again. When I strike MP in his head, from the impact gets down violently, or Kakato enters one more time. Once I'm here, I have found an angle already. So before getting for the classical Jujigatami, for example, I have to know that he may try to attack with his elbow over my face. Even in a state of desperation, in which he would try to move, the way he can. So every posture has to be well measured, and well fit. So I have to get his arm and his shoulder well restricted. So before entering Jujigatami here, I have to have the right posture and make sure that he won't be able to use his Dentou. So restrict his arm. As I'm here, maybe with just one arm, it's kind of difficult to fulfill or to go through the Jujigatami. So I have Dentou I have Kakato over his neck, over his face, stepping or doing a Kakato Uchi one more time through here, so I have the space I need for this, and then finally, so I would have now say, for example, I can also put a movement to get him where I would want. So let's say I would try to enter a Mawashi Ashi Uchi violently. So as he defends, I can put here and here and here. So from here, what I have is I have gained one arm of him. So I use my weight to come to Ushiro no Kamae. So this is a very favorable position because he's quite unprotected here. So from here, I have already arm. When this arm enters, if you're not putting it kindly, what will happen is, very slowly, I'll lift his arm so we can see. His arm will enter and I will do, tearing his nose, tearing his eye, tearing his mouth. Kakato, MP, and in his arm, Kakato, and head violently over the ground. Once head knocked down, and knee, and Kakato, and MP again, and gaining his arm, and always aware of his tanto. And at any movement, if I have this kind of position here, I can use his own tanto. Then, because he knows of this danger, he grabs my arm. And he will try, for example, to gain it completely, because he knows the kind of danger I have here. So from here, I will restrict his movement in Ushiro no Kamae one more time, and my weight here. So from here, he is protecting his head. I cannot reach eye so easily. I cannot reach ear so easily. So I have to use other mechanisms. And so here comes the interesting study of weight and leverage in classical jiu-jitsu. So I gain one arm first. Once I got one arm, I have this opening here. From this opening, I can one more time, Kakato. I can one more time, eye, ear, and once I'm here, I can isolate his head and have cutting tanto. And yet, if I didn't have that tanto, if we follow this up just as a study, once I'm here, I can always move on to a jigatami in a more inertial way. So from here, and hitting Kakato, Kakato, Kakato over the face. But he knows the danger of this. So when he comes here, he locks his arm. So I can't move. And he'll try to get his hips further from me so he can regain this position. So he will try also a atemi, a mawashi uchi from here, which makes me defend myself. So what I can do from here is, once he locked, I have to reach under a short distance his neck, and instead of trying backwards, I have to rotate my hip to the side. And from here, isolate his shoulder and move with this kuzure of Jigatami. These were two very simple sequences with the sole purpose of illustrate the anthropological point of view of a katami no giko, of an ancient katami no giko, which includes tanto, which includes attacks in eye, in major points, in the key points of the human body. Thank you very much.
どうもありがとうございました。